To start off the Opie and Anthony program, everyone.
On this 2 for Tuesday, Opie.
On this 2 for Tuesday, yes. Feeling better today?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, a little bit. The end of yesterday's show, like the last couple of times we were on the air, I had, like, snot flow from my nose. Just all of a sudden I sneezed about 8 billion times, and that was it.
Yeah, you were a trooper yesterday. You weren't feeling that good at all. And your eyes are so glassed over right now. You sure you're all right?
That's probably the effects of the opium and heroin I had last night, cleverly disguised as green liquid called NyQuil. Holy smoke.
I love that stuff.
I'm amazed that certain drugs are illegal, like pot. And NyQuil, you could go into any store, woohoo, party in a bottle. Comes with its own shot glass.
I would rather drive with someone that is high than drive with someone that's on NyQuil. Simple as that.
A lot of medication says do not operate heavy machinery, do not drive, what have you. The only medicine I truly agree with is NyQuil when it says that. Because I took a couple of shots of that stuff last night, feeling a little clogged.
And you didn't wimp out, right? You don't go for the gel capsules?
No, you got to do it like a drink.
You got to do it like a shot.
Yeah, those gel caps. Get out of here.
Because you know you're going to feel better, so you got to suffer a little bit.
Only another, and then I chase it with a bud.
Yeah, right.
you got to go the full distance.
What a message to give the kids today.
Oh, that's great.
So,
and you're sitting there, and you know it's going to take effect, so you just wait. And there's no doubt about when NyQuil starts working. Because you just sit there and then... Honey, I'm going to bed now. It's like that episode of Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
I'll get you, rabbit.
Yeah.
And I just floated upstairs, floated into my bed. And you got to set your pillows up before you take a shot of that. So they're in the position because you might fall on the floor.
Yeah.
You have to know exactly where you are.
You basically need to have the pillow set right when you take the shot because your head is just going to go right over. Boom.
It should come with a case of works. Like the strap to tie off, boot up. It's like you're shooting up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love this stuff. But talk about being able to breathe. You sleep the whole night. You don't wake up with your face all, crusted over. It's great stuff.
My favorite is NyQuil. My second favorite is Benadryl. Same effect. Knocks me. Actually,
really?
Benadryl gives me those dreams where you're scared S-less.
What, like nightmares?
Oh, man, you're all over the place. You don't get a good sleep with Benadryl. NyQuil knocks you right out.
Oh, so yeah, I haven't taken a while, so...
Do you want some Dayquil to get through the show today? I think some faithful listeners could bring up some Dayquil for you if you like.
Opie, I have a little rule of thumb I like to follow. Never take any medication from listeners. You think I'm going to pop pills from people that have... Yeah, eat these, ants. All right. Hey, remember me? I'm the guy that said, you guys really suck, and I want you off the air?
Yeah.
About 15 minutes, you're going to be off the air.
I just gave you a handful of roofies. You thought it was Benadryl, but...
Roofies. We're going to gang rape you now.
You know what happens? Believe it or not, me and Anthony were quite popular where we were last time. And we got offered a lot of things when we were out and about.
Yeah.
And people like to hand us pot. They don't like to hand us, like, just joints. They like to hand us pot, loose pot.
Yeah.
I don't get what that's about. Because we're going to be out tomorrow. Don't hand us pot.
Not loose pot, no.
Please don't.
Put it in a bag or a joint. We don't even smoke anymore.
We were at an appearance once, and this guy comes up to me. This is a true story. I was coming out of the bathroom, and he goes, hey, oh, man, I love you and Anthony. You guys are awesome. You guys are the seeds. You guys are the nutsack. You guys come up with some interesting things. But anyway, and he puts out his hand, and I'm like, oh, he wants to shake my hand. So I go to shake his hand. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh, my God, he just handed me a bunch of bud. Loose bud is now in my hand. And you don't want to look like a and go, oh, my God, how could you do this? Or throw it on the ground. So you have to accept it and go, all right, thanks, man, appreciate it. I walk back to the bar, and Anthony's there. Who were you talking to, Ant?
I was talking to one of the fine police officers of the city we were in.
And what'd you do, Anthony?
I introduced him to, hey, here's Opie.
Yes.
Why don't you shake his hand, officer?
So next thing I know, I got the loose pot in my shaking hand, so I had to shake the guy with my left hand looking very awkward, and I said, oh, yeah, I sprained my wrist today, don't mind me. So now I'm talking to a state trooper while I have loose pot in my hand at the bar.
The trooper probably had crank in his hand. Didn't want to shake yours either.
So please don't hand us loose pot tomorrow when we're broadcasting live. We'll have details on that in a little bit, by the way.
Yeah, we're getting out tomorrow.
Oh, Aunt?
Yeah.
Dice is trying to get in the doorway.
Are you kidding?
He's got a little NyQuil story, but I said we don't have time for him today. But he's getting really pissed off out there.
Anything to get on the show.
What a mess he is. He's just hanging out in the lobby. Look at him. No, not today, Dice. Stay right where you are. Look at him. He's pouting. Opie and Anthony. Just going through the email and faxes from yesterday's show. We're kind of a day behind here at times. And it seems like a lot of people liked our Ugly Bride contest yesterday, Anthony.
Yeah, really?
Except for this lady.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to get some flack for that.
I love the people that aren't brave enough to put their names when they, send in the complaints.
Hey.
Anyway, I love listening to WNEW in the morning when I take my son to school, but when I pick him up in the afternoon, I have to change the station because of your offensive topics. Today, meaning yesterday, you had the Ugliest Bride contest. I thought that was very degrading. I also think that you have mouths like trash cans.
It wasn't an Ugly Bride contest. The contest would mean we would have brides come in here and pick the ugliest one. It's
just a simple contest, really, where you get all the lovely wedding photos from the Sunday paper. We picked Newsday this week. And then we have a listener try to figure out...
which one we dubbed.
We dubbed the Ugliest Bride.
Yeah.
And then we preface it by saying there are no ugly brides, but there are just bad photos.
Bad photos.
Yes.
I think it's more of a psychic contest to see if the person on the other end of the phone could see which picture we picked.
Yeah, it's kind of like Match Game, really.
Right, more than it is that, there's a pig on the page and, an obvious one that...
It's an updated version of Match Game, is
sure,
basically, yeah.
Or concentration, something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. So she didn't like that, but she obviously listened to the entire bit to make sure she didn't like it.
Well, that's strange because we do try to do a show that will appeal to 4, 5, and 6-year-olds. So if she's driving in the car with her kids, maybe we ought to try harder to do that.
There you go.
Play Barney all day.
Joe, which is a female, liked Ugly Bride. I'm all for the weekly Ugly Bride contest, but how about equal time for ugly grooms? I mean, it isn't only women who have faces that would stop a clock, to say nothing of hairy backs. Yeah, we could play Ugly Groom in the future.
We could do that, too, yeah.
She also liked the Mellencamp yesterday. Mellencamp was excellent. Yeah, we had so much fun with him yesterday.
You know what it is with the Ugly Bride versus Ugly Groom, though? The groom, you get in the tux, and it doesn't matter. The guys aren't going like, wow, you look really handsome.
Yeah, it's hard to screw it up when you're the groom.
I mean, you could be ugly. It doesn't matter. Everyone knows you're an ugly groom.
Yeah.
But with the bride thing, there's this whole farce going on that every girl is beautiful on her wedding day.
Daddy's little girl.
Daddy's little girl. They bring it out and make her up like a clown and poof the hair up. It looks like a lot of times like you just threw an M80 in the hair. So, woo, we got some height that time, didn't we? And sometimes it just doesn't work. I don't care what you do.
Right.
I got those nice wedding gowns on a girl with a lovely figure.
Yeah.
Looks fantastic walking down the aisle.
Exactly.
Sometimes it just looks like, somebody dressed up the elephant at the circus.
Put it this way, if you drive a crappy car, maybe you shouldn't honk the horn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But some girls don't understand, maybe you should tame it down a little on your wedding day.
And I don't know why you're sending the pictures into Newsday.
Yeah.
On top of it.
Right.
So if you're going to send your lovely photographs to Newsday and we pick out an ugly one, how can you possibly blame us?
How could the same dress look good on every girl? And how are we supposed to think it looks good on every girl?
Yes.
Like, not every girl could wear a thong.
Right.
Not every guy should wear one of those ball bag bathing suits.
I couldn't get away with a ball bag.
Of course not. But I wouldn't dare try it.
Or a banana hammock. I just don't look good in that.
That's all we're saying. What are we saying?
I don't know what we're saying. But we will continue Ugly Bride. I think that's going to be like a feature on Mondays.
A little weekly thing.
Watch out, Jersey. We're coming for you Monday.
Yep.
So
save your Sunday papers, Jersey.
Yeah, save your Sunday papers, Jersey. And if you're getting married, for the love of God, don't put your picture in this Sunday's paper.
You better look good.
You better look fantastic. Fax line if you want in today, 212-957-WNEW. And Anthony, why don't you quickly explain the instant feedback? Because I don't think people are getting the concept quite yet.
Well, Opie, a lot different than the phones and fax. It's the instant feedback. You go to our website, WNEW.com, click on our pictures, the Opie and Anthony pictures, and you could instantly email us here in the studio. Doesn't necessarily have to be what we're talking about right here and right now. Could be something we mentioned a week ago. Maybe something we haven't mentioned. Something that's on your mind. Just pop it up there. We read it, and it might give us a thought starter for a subject that we want to talk about. Or
we're the only show that gives this to you guys, and you're just not taking advantage of it because you use it to say, hey, you guys rock. Hey, you guys are horrible. Hey, get off the radio. I wish you were on more. You know?
I mean, that's all well and fine.
Yeah, we appreciate that, but use it to your advantage. What's on your mind? Use the instant feedback to tell us.
Ken and Joe, we think burps are just as funny as farts. I have to disagree, see, but at least they had a little idea.
All right.
Ed from Hawthorne, New Jersey, he's got a little story about how he picked up a half-pound of pot in college and started driving it, and when his muffler came off of his car and dragged behind a shower of sparks, and he got pulled over by a cop. He was scared S-less.
Because while the cop's talking to him, he had the pot in his hand?
He had a half a pound of pot under his jacket.
Oh.
Very scary.
Okay.
Wait for the movie to find out how it ends. I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, Beth, Long Island, Tylenol PM works better than Benadryl. Doesn't leave you with that hungover feeling. Obviously, people reacting to our NyQuil stories.
Very good. All right.
People are reacting on the instant feedback.
But not enough. So, Opie and Anthony, don't forget tomorrow we will be broadcasting live from the John Mellencamp in-store at Tower Records on Broadway and 66th Street.
Yeah, we worked this out.
Yes, it's going to be very exciting tomorrow. We actually have some more VIP passes for folks that we're going to give away during the show today, where you actually get to meet and hang with John Mellencamp before he performs a few ditties for us tomorrow.
Upstairs, yes.
Upstairs, you get a little intimate meeting with the man.
Pretty cool.
And we'll be there live.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be cool tomorrow. I hope you come on down and say hi. We want to see what you guys are all about, and I'm sure a bunch of you guys want to know what we're all about. We don't bite, so come on out. It's Tower Records tomorrow. I think we're going to head down there around 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Yep.
And we're going to run a little late with the show because I believe we're going to put the John Mellencamp in-store performance on the radio for you as well. So please come down and say hi.
Say hello, yes.
Maybe if we're lucky, we'll even have some copies of our Demented World CD there.
Come on. What a joke. That ain't going to happen.
Actually, Tower Records has been very kind to us with our little project, our Demented World CD, so maybe.
Yeah, well, you can't squeeze blood out of a stone.
Yeah.
They would probably have our CD if our record company actually cared and stocked the store.
Yeah.
But I guess that's a silly idea.
Well, the owner of our record company, did he pay the crack man this week?
No, I guess not. So I guess that's why you can't get enough CDs out in the stores yet. Got to make something up. Maybe the next horse race or something. It's like betting some royalty money or something. Because he got it all.
Yes, he did. Yeah. So, all right. Well, join us tomorrow. That's going to be fun. Now, there's some controversy brewing here, Anthony. This is from Katie at Local 52. Opie and Anthony, I disagree with the bride that you picked yesterday as the ugly bride.
What?
From Newsday, Sunday section. I think that Maureen is the ugliest bride.
Hold on. Where's that paper?
Now, Maureen was a close second.
Yes, we were debating over that. Not long, though.
Right.
No, look at that. Now, Maureen is more the motherly type.
Yeah.
Something tells me this wasn't Maureen's first wedding.
We dubbed Maureen Bird Lady, actually, yesterday. She was a close second to Tara Lee.
You got to give her points just for the clarity of the picture.
Yes.
So that's why we didn't dub her ugly bride.
No, Tara Lee. I mean, come on. Franken bride. Is there any doubt here? Come on.
It gives you a little clue because the cameraman couldn't even hold the camera steady. He was so shaken. It was a blurry picture.
I think the photographer, wiped some Vaseline on the lens just before he took that shot.
Trying to cover up?
Just to give it that nice soft feel.
Yeah, like they take pictures of like Zsa Zsa Gabor now and stuff like that. They smear it up and it looks all fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, there you go. No, Frankenbride, come on. And remember, there are no ugly brides, just bad photographs. So
of course.
So if you're getting mad, Tara Lee or Maureen,
it's your photographer.
You just had a bad photographer, I guess.
Must have been some bad light.
Yeah, exactly. So, what else you got over there? Anything on the instant feedback?
A lot of people now sending in instant feedbacks.
Good.
Saying, F you, we know how to use the instant feedback.
No, some of you guys do a great job. We're just trying to get more people involved with it, that's all.
Wondering how you felt about cyber sex. Are participants pathetic, repressed, or what? How we feel about cyber sex. Dominic in the Bronx.
Cyber sex.
First, got the computer. Kind of fun, just to fool around with.
Yeah.
I never did one of those one-on-one things, though. I would usually go into one of these pay sites, and they have the live girl on video.
Those are fun.
And you talk to her.
Because then at least you know who you're typing to. It is actually a female.
Yeah, you see the picture and she's moving. Yeah. You know, as well as video on computer moves.
Right.
Sure isn't like the pictures of the future they showed us back in the 60s and 70s.
No.
On the TV shows. In 1990, we will all have our space cars, and everything will be computerized. We'll have video phones. Wow, it sounds great. Yeah. I'm still driving an internal combustion engine car, and video on the computer is retarded. Yeah. It's this choppy...
Well, it's like a Pablo Picasso mess.
Yeah.
When you're trying to get some streaming video.
You know,
all of a sudden the nose is where the eye should be, and the ears down near the mouth. They just don't have it figured out yet, do they?
Then you get a good view, and you feel like rubbing one out.
Yeah.
The head gets cut off, and her boob is where her thigh was. It doesn't work. What happened? What happened to the Jetson cars we were supposed to have?
It's exactly the same. It really is.
By 1985, we had colonies on Mars and Venus. Oh, great. John Glenn, who went into space in the 60s, is going into space again.
Right.
And that's as far as we've gotten.
Pretty much.
No space stations.
No.
No Enterprise. No nothing.
No.
Thanks a lot.
We don't get to go on the space shuttle yet.
No.
Why shouldn't we be allowed on the space shuttle yet?
We should.
Exactly.
Kristen McAuliffe ruined that for everybody.
Yeah, she set us back a bit, didn't she?
I think that sent civilians in space back quite a few years, Opie. But it shouldn't even be that. We should be able to just hop in our own personal vehicle. That's what they were selling us in the 60s and 70s.
Can you imagine what a mess that would be around Manhattan if you had your little space cars?
Rush hour on,
God.
300-foot levels. Yeah. That'd be great.
That would rock.
Get some air rage going.
Yeah. Sophie and Anthony.
Hey.
Faxes coming in like crazy today. 212-957-WNEW if you want to put one on the pile. Ken from Jersey sent a fax over. It's called Only in America. Only in America can a pizza get to your house faster than an ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
Only in America are there handicapped parking places in front of a skating rink. Yeah, why do they do that?
I don't know.
Makes you think. Only in America do people order double cheeseburgers, a large fry, and a Diet Coke. I see that happen all the time.
Always.
Only in America do banks leave both doors open and then chain the pens to the counters. And only in America do we use answer machines to screen calls and then have call waiting so we won't miss a call from someone we didn't want to talk to in the first place.
Very true.
Thanks, Ken. Appreciate that little ditty. At least it wasn't a Clinton fax. Anyone else getting, like, crushed with Clinton jokes on their email and stuff?
Emails. I pop it up, and 50 of them are, you got to read this. And I read it. It's the same thing I got a month ago.
Yeah.
20 times.
I guess everyone thinks it's cool to pass around the latest Clinton jokes to all their pals and stuff through the email, but I don't know. It's
so done.
The story's done. I mean, look at the front page of the Daily News. They just won't leave it alone. Impeachment probe okayed.
Yeah, his fate on the line. Sexgate. Hey, who cares? No one cares.
We don't care anymore. Let's move on.
It's got to be something really big now to get interest back into this. Like, he has to have maybe slept with a brownie. Like a Girl Scout or a young brown or a Boy Scout. Clinton molests Boy Scout in the Oval Office. That might get some attention.
That'll bring the story back?
Yeah, because I don't think anybody cares at this point.
No, and then you see all the congressmen up there, you know, they're part of the impeachment hearings, and you're just looking at your TV going, I wonder what skeletons that guy has in his closet.
Yeah.
They're so hypocritical.
Well, it's right down party lines. The Republicans want him impeached. Democrats don't.
Right.
And they sit there and argue back and forth like it's ever going to change anyone's mind. It's like the abortion issue. You get a pro-life or abortion person talking. You think they're ever going to change people's lives?
No.
About minds?
No, I don't think so.
And sit there and got to listen to Barney Frank.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, my. I certainly believe Bill Clinton should be left alone to do his job. Oh, my.
You see that guy?
Yeah.
Barney Frank?
He's got a wacky little accent going on there.
Oh, my. It seems he's done some bad things, I'll agree with that, but I think he should be left to his own devices and finish the job that the American people elected him to do. Oh, dear.
What a wasted time.
It is.
At this point. We've had it. I want to know what's going on with Social Security. Are we going to have Social Security when we turn 65?
No.
What about the healthcare system in this country? What about the educational system in this country?
Me, quite frankly, I don't even care about that.
Well, what do you want these congressmen to do? You elected them.
My biggest thing is what every other working slob in this country's thing is. When I open my paycheck and I see half of it's taken out in taxes, that's what I want taken care of. I want to know where it's going and how come so much of it has to be taken out.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Plain and simple.
We don't question it.
No.
We all get taxed to the bejesus, and we just sit there and take it.
That's it. Take it. If it was taken out in one lump sum at the end of the year, in April, around tax time, instead of, they take a little bit out every week. Let me take this and this and everything. It's like, oh, what did I gross?
Yeah.
And what did I net? And everything. Oh, it doesn't seem all that much, maybe.
Yeah.
I disagree, but if they paid you everything, figure you get your gross pay every week. Woohoo! It's party time. Then in April, you get a bill from the United States government. Oh, honey, where the tax bill's in. You open this up. Oh, wow, we owe $13,000, honey. Do we have that in the piggy bank? You know what would happen?
It'd be a revolution.
Exactly. People would grab their guns and start storming toward Washington.
Yeah.
But they fool you.
Yeah.
And that's only your income tax. Then you take your taxed money and you go to buy something, and what do they put on it? Tax. Does that make any sense? Can I keep the money you taxed already?
Isn't this the reason we left England in the first place?
No, the reason we left England was over, I think, 2-cent tax.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a ridiculous amount of tax.
Yeah.
But now everything gets taxed. And what do? Now they're trying to impeach this guy. I don't care about this guy.
Is there any land left that we could leave America and go to and start over again?
Your own little country.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Did we discover all the land out there? There's nowhere else to go, right? We're stuck with this finally?
We're powerful right now as a country. We should do what they did through history when you're powerful. Start kicking people out of their land and take it. Rustle up some more cash.
Oh, brother.
That's it. I don't care who's in the White House. I don't care if this guy stays in or they throw him out.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. I've changed my whole stance. I don't care. I just want these congressmen to move on and start working for the people again.
Yeah. I don't care about health care. I don't care. Social Security is going to be there in 50. I don't care.
You know what we got to mention again really fast because we don't really mention it, but it is a running contest and it will happen. You're supposed to predict the date that President Clinton will either resign or get impeached.
Right.
If it happens and you pick the right date, we are going to send you and a pal or your wife or your boyfriend, whatever, to Washington for a lovely little weekend.
Yeah.
So that is still ongoing. We just don't want to focus on the Clinton thing, day in and day out anymore.
Kind of, yeah, like, what is this, the Rush Limbaugh show?
Yeah, exactly.
Is anybody listening to me anymore? Here again, the president in crisis.
Boy, Rush, what's that, 6 years you've been going on this? 6 years.
It's coming down to the wire. I believe this is the end of President Clinton.
Enough. It's old.
What is he going to talk about when Clinton finally leaves office?
Who knows?
He will be done.
I loved that man. He gave me a purpose in life.
So anyway, if you want to get your date in for that contest, the fax line is 212-957 WNEW. Coming back with two from you two. So Opie and Anthony on 2 for Tuesday.
Hello.
Hello. What do you got over there? Some scathing instant feedback?
Yeah. Well, we don't only read the good ones. We got to read the nasty ones.
Yeah, okay.
Michelle, New York. A dear friend of mine told me to listen to you guys and give you a chance. She assured me that you're funny. I gave it a try for a little while. I got a few laughs.
Thanks. Thank you.
Capital letters. But
here it comes. Here it comes.
I think you effing guys are vicious with that ugly bride thing.
Why are we vicious with the ugly bride contest?
It says those poor effing, wow, what language? Those poor effing girls can't help they're ugly. I feel sorry for them. It's bad enough for them that they're not pretty. Now you two assholes have to broadcast it to the whole effing tri-state area.
Time out. Is there more before I can comment?
A little bit.
All right, go ahead.
Can't you at least be nice and bleep out the names when you say them? That's the least you can do after getting a paycheck, cashing in on their misfortune. Remind me to fax you two fartheads a big fat F you on Friday. Goodbye.
Goodbye. So she's going to be listening Friday to give us the FU. So.
Well, she never said she's not going to listen.
Right,
she just thinks we're vicious.
What's her name? Because I want to talk to her personally.
Michelle.
Michelle. Okay, listen. Now, we broadcast this, the ugliness to the tri-state area. Okay. But the deal is these brides are so proud of their pictures, they're putting it in the paper in the first place. It's not like we're going through people's private photo albums to find the ugly brides.
But if you want to send them in.
I mean, they're already in the paper for the whole world to see. We're just looking at all the brides and commenting on it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
And if they realize that they're ugly, I'm trying to be careful here. If they realize they're ugly, then why are they sending their photos into the paper to begin with?
Yeah, it says, I feel sorry for them. It's bad enough they're not pretty. Yeah, wait a minute. They got to know they're not like models or anything.
Right.
If you're a big fat bride, why would you send the picture to Newsday or any other paper?
Right.
Just as if you were a big fat ugly groom. I wouldn't want a picture of Newsday either.
Yeah.
You know?
Most people like the concept, so.
Well, I guess we'll just stop playing the game, Opie.
I think Michelle would be a lot better off if she went with Safe Radio. Get one of those goofy shows where they do like Battle of the Sexes and stuff.
Ho-ho! Something like Battle of the Sexes, Opie?
Yeah.
Hey, this question's for her.
Yeah, or Impossible Trivia. One of those safe little wacky shows for you.
Yeah, we won't do that.
No, we will not do any of that stuff, actually.
But I guess we'll be canceling Ugly Bride, though, then.
Yeah.
We'll never, ever do it again.
Well,
Right, Michelle?
Actually, what I suggest? It is like the People's Radio Show. We really encourage our listeners to get involved with our show.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a quick survey here? You could either do it through the fax line or the instant feedback, or you could give us a call.
Okay.
Should we continue doing Ugly Bride on Mondays, or should we drop it?
And if you want us to drop it, you better tell us why.
Right. Because, Michelle, there are people out there that do enjoy it, and if we do drop it, we're going to, make a lot of people sad.
We had people playing it, so obviously they enjoyed it.
Yes. So we'll take a vote on this one with the listeners. We go to you guys from time to time and to decide. So if you want Ugly Bride to continue on the Opie and Anthony show, I think you have to cast your vote now.
Okay.
How's that?
That's very good.
All right. Very good. I was going to do the piss off an Indian here, but we could get to that in a little while.
Okay.
Lots more stupidity on the way. It's Opie and Anthony. How's the voting going for the Ugly Bride contest, Anthony?
Hot and heavy.
Hot and heavy, okay.
Faxes, phones, and instant feedback. So far we have 32 votes to keep it and 20 to get rid of it.
Oh, the voting is a lot closer than I thought.
I thought so, too.
This all stems from Michelle's lovely instant feedback saying that we should get rid of the Ugly Bride contest that we have on our show.
Right.
She thinks it's degrading and distasteful and all that fun stuff.
Well, you know how does everybody know how the game works? Quickly?
Yeah, go ahead real fast. I do believe they do.
Well, the Sunday newspapers around the country print pictures of lovely wedded couples together. You've seen them, flip through them. And we pick who the ugliest bride on the page is. You have to get the paper at home, leaf through it, pick who the ugliest bride you think is, call us, and
if there's a match, we give you a fine, lovely prize.
That's how it works. We do it every Monday now.
Yeah. Well, but we're democratic on this radio show, so we're letting the listener decide if we should keep Ugly Bride or get rid of Ugly Bride.
Yeah.
All right.
Read some results or take a call?
We'll take some calls and we'll read some results because the feedback's going crazy here. Hi, NEW.
Yeah, keep the ugly bride.
Keep ugly bride.
I think it's great.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Had me laughing in the whole office yesterday. I just want the mothers to call and cry over the phone about their children.
Someday that might just happen, you know?
Hi, NEW.
Is this Opie and Anthony?
Yeah.
Guys, definitely keep the ugly brides.
Keep ugly bride.
Definitely keep the ugly. We used to do it in college. Great program. You got to keep it going for the good of the American public.
All right, thank you.
All right, buddy.
Hi, NEW.
How you doing? I'm calling about that Michelle person.
Yeah.
Tell her to take the stick out of her ass. That thing was funny as hell.
All right.
All right?
Thank you, man.
All right, my man. Take it easy.
Hi, NEW.
Hey.
Hi.
I think you guys should get rid of the ugly bride thing.
Oh.
You should. I mean, I love you guys. I tell everybody to listen to you. You guys take things just too far, and that's great. But you know what? Somebody found them attractive enough that they're marrying them, first of all. And it's like the best day of their lives, and you guys are trashing them in front of all these people.
Yeah, but you got to listen closely to the game. I said there's actually no ugly brides, just bad
pictures.
Yeah.
I know. But you know what? Maybe don't say their name, you know, and then the people that have the paper, they're the only ones that really know what you're talking about. But I don't know. That's like you guys are kind of being mean when you do that. You guys aren't mean guys. Don't do that anymore.
Okay. Well, we are allowing our listeners to decide if we should keep it or get rid of it.
Okay.
I think that's only fair, right?
I think that's a great idea, yeah, because, the listeners do love you guys, so
all right, so
let us be heard.
So we'll put your vote into the get rid of the ugly bride contest.
Why don't you do ugly groom, then? I mean, come on.
Well,
fair is fair.
For some reason, that's not as funny. We tested it.
Yeah, we did test market that, and it wasn't as funny.
Over.
For some reason, ugly groom isn't funny. Ugly bride, hysterical.
You guys are great, though.
All right.
I tell everybody to listen.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
So we got a vote against ugly bride.
Against.
It's getting too close, this voting. I'm getting scared we're going to lose this one.
All right, keep it. Samson in Midtown says, keep it. If you're willing to put your mush in the paper, take the heat.
Very good.
Mike in White Plains, keep it. I love the ugly bride. And Jessica in Manhattan, what would this city be like without your stupid games like ugly bride? Keep it. On the get rid of it sign, Tom in Jersey. No more ugly bride. You got to stop it. It's not their fault. The parents put the pictures in the paper for the kids.
Okay.
So this should be a little word to the parents. You got to know if your kid's ugly.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks,
Oh, doesn't she look stunningly gorgeous in her wedding gown? Look at her. You are the prettiest bride I have ever seen. You are stunning. I'm sending your picture to Newsday. You and Bernie, I'm taking both of your pictures. We're sending it to Newsday. And you're going to be the prettiest bride in the paper. And you know what happens? She ends up being the ugly bride.
The ugly bride.
And embarrassed to hell because mom didn't know she had an ugly kid.
There you go. I got a fax here. Drop ugly brides. It's hurtful and not funny. Signed, Tara Lee from Long Island.
See, kids, you had to be listening really closely yesterday.
All right, Anthony, what's the latest results on the ugly bride contest?
Well, so far we have 52 want to keep it.
Okay.
And we got 47 want to gone. It's close.
It's real close. We're trying to decide if we should get rid of our new contest, Ugly Bride, or not, and we're leaving it up to you guys, the listeners. And we're going to end the voting in 20 minutes, and then we'll decide then if we keep it or dump it. And truly, just on your votes, this is scary. We don't really want to lose this, man.
I like it.
We like this one. Should we keep or dump Ugly Bride? Still taking your votes. Hi, NEW.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, what's up?
You gotta dump it, man.
Dump it?
Dump it.
Why?
It's going beyond and beyond, I think. These guys got obviously no heart whatsoever. All right, I get a kick out of it in like 90% of the things you do, but I was like, I don't know, man. I felt guilty laughing on the way home yesterday.
We got your conscience, I think, because you actually laughed, probably.
No, I laughed. You're right, but then like.
Are you married to Tara Lee?
Yeah. She's my sister. Nah.
All right, we'll put your vote in the mess here, all right?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, what's up?
You got to keep the ugly bride.
Keep ugly bride.
Why? Because when they're when the ones that aren't as ugly as them
see them in the paper,
Yeah.
they say there's always hope for me if this fugly bitch is going to get married. You know, it's like a barometer.
All right,
Like
man.
they measure themselves and say, if she can do it, I can do it.
Very good.
Like if you guys can have a radio show, I can have a radio show.
Of course.
So we're making a threesome.
Trust me, anyone could do this.
It's a piece of cake.
All right, man.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Be good.
Still taking your votes for the Ugly Bride contest. Phil from Somerset, New Jersey. I say keep it. If you put your fat, ugly picture in the paper, you should take some shots. P.S. F the Oyster Bar. Rob writes, keep the contest. Only the ugly don't want it. How's the voting going, Anthony? We only have a few minutes left in the voting, actually.
People that want to keep it, 78.
Yeah.
People against it, 69.
Oh, it's so freaking close.
It is really close.
All right. I want to play a part of our John Mellencamp interview from yesterday. Just a quick 2 minutes.
All right.
When he was talking about his prostate exam.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, because he's, 47 now?
47, 48.
He looks good for 47.
He looks absolutely great.
Living that life that he lived.
Yeah.
You know, as far as hardcore.
Yeah. Well, we got him to open up, just like the doctor did. And he shared with us yesterday. Check this out. We got to say hi to John Mellencamp live in the NEW studios.
How you doing?
Good. He just told us a lovely little story about his prostate exam that he had recently.
Personal. Might not want to...
You got to share that with our listeners.
Well, you know, when you get to be 40 years old, they make you get these things, right?
Yeah.
So I had to go get one, you know, for insurance and all that stuff. And I walk in there not knowing what was in front of me or behind me, whatever the case may be. And I saw that thing laying there, right? And I looked at the nurse and I said, is he going to stick that in my rear end? And she goes, oh, yes, he is. And I said, well, you better start kissing me, baby. The minute that goes in, because bad thing, not a good thing.
No, not at all. Well,
certain things that'll save your life, man. It's just sometimes you got to sit back and go, is it worth it? Is my life really worth it?
Well,
I told him, you know, he was about 4 minutes into it, and I looked up and I said, you better get on with this, chap.
Yeah, move along.
Get on with this.
Right, get it over with.
Wow.
And he hustled it up, and, you know, but by the time he was done, I was kind of enjoying it.
Pretty good. That's John from yesterday. Don't forget, we'll be broadcasting live from his in-store appearance at Tower Records on Broadway and 66th Street. He's going to be on hand. He's going to perform a few songs live for the crowd at Tower Records tomorrow. And we're putting his performance live on the radio at NEW. And me and Anthony doing our whole show tomorrow from Tower Records.
Yep.
Actually, we'll be there from like 5 on. I think we're going to run a little late tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to stay for a while later. Sure.
So it's going to be fun. We also have some of these VIP passes for the event tomorrow. These are very cool. We're going to put you like right in the front row so you can check out the action. And you'll also get a little meet and greet with John Mellencamp before his performance. And
shake his hand and tell him how much you enjoy his music.
Yes, exactly. It's Opie and Anthony. The voting is officially over, Anthony.
That's it.
A last-minute fax coming in from Lexi, who says, hi, guys. The only people who don't want the Ugly Bride game are the ugly ones. Keep it. By the way, you made it to preset 1 last week. Ooh, thank you, Lexi.
All right.
Appreciate that.
Tamara and Larchmont, I say ditch the bride bait. You idiots are risking life and limb. Some pissed-off groom and the brother of the bride are liable to meet you two scrawny a-holes outside after work and beat the crap out of you over it. If the naked poetry chick could kick your ass, Anthony, just think of what a pissed-off groom could do to you. I got to consider that, but
very nice.
We let the people vote.
Okay. And what is this? I am not ugly. I am special. I guess that's a fact supposedly from the winner of the Ugly Bride contest this week.
That's it. The votes have been tabulated.
All right.
Where are they?
We knew that a lot of people had a problem with this little concept that we started this week, so we're democratic at times on the Opie and Anthony show, so we threw it out to you guys to decide if we should keep it or dump it. It's the Ugly Bride contest. Anthony's got the results.
All right, I'm being handed the results.
Man, cool.
Wait a minute.
Please.
Here. This is it? All of them? Here it is, the winner. Wow, heavy voting at the end. 122 to 124. The People's Choice by 2 votes. Keep the Ugly Bride. Keep the Ugly Bride. All right.
Oh, you guys rule.
The people have wow, that was a close one.
We're going to get along just fine here at Eddie's. Oh, you guys.
I want to thank everybody for their voting and input on the show. It's very important to us.
So now that we're keeping the Ugly Bride contest, we're going to take care of Jersey on Monday. So if you want to play along,
keep your Sunday Papers jersey with the little bridal pictures in them.
Yeah, we haven't decided what paper we'll go with yet, so you might want to, collect all the Sunday editions with all the pictures.
Yeah, we don't want anyone studying too hard.
No, we don't, actually. All right. Whew. Ann from Jackson, New Jersey, she voted to keep the Ugly Bride.
Yeah.
And she also says here, could you play Skidmark's fart song? My husband said it's hysterical.
Oh, a little Skidmark.
Have we played it in a while?
No.
Okay. It's the fart song from Skidmark. It's Opie and Anthony, and you guys are horrible. You've hurt my feelings. Cut it out.
Oh, what's the matter, Opie?
Well, they're our listeners, mostly the ones that are really ticked off because we didn't dump the Ugly Bride contest.
Yeah.
They're playing Ugly Baby with our photographs on the NEW website, me and your photo.
They're trying to hurt us. I understand.
And they're trying to figure out who is uglier as a baby, you or I. Yeah, maybe we should dump Ugly Bride because you guys are hurting my feelings.
We've got a couple of emails here.
I know you did.
Mine's not very good either.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, Ugly Baby. Anthony, nice haircut. Did your mom use your little cereal bowl on your head to get the lines straight?
That's horrible.
Come on.
Cut it out. This isn't fun anymore.
Hey, Ugly Baby. Opie. What's with that look on your face? It looks like you cut one in the bathtub and you're just smelling the bubbles.
Well, who's winning Ugly Baby at this point in time?
Well, it's 1-1.
Oh, okay. So they've just started playing Ugly Baby.
Yes.
Boy, you guys are special.
Thank you.
Great.
Very hurt.
Well, if you want to fax in your Ugly Baby comments, 212-957 WNEW. But you got an interesting news story that's hitting right now, Anthony?
Yes, Opie. It seems, you know that woman that was chasing David Letterman around?
Oh, the kook that ended up in his house, the stalker, sure.
Yeah, Margaret Ray. She gained fame when she repeatedly stalked David Letterman. Arrested once for driving his car in New York and always ending up at his house when he was on vacation or something. She's dead.
She died?
She's dead.
How'd she die?
Authorities in Colorado say she died yesterday after kneeling in front of an oncoming train. Wow, was that Dave's reaction?
Yeah, I guess. I think, 1010 Wins got a little soundbite from Dave.
Oh, good.
When hearing the news.
Well, Dave did say that he calls it a sad end to a confused life. Is he crunching one out there?
So did Dave really say that?
Yes, a sad end to a confused life.
Yeah.
He never really talked about it much, but in one top 10 thing that he did, said the top 10 things that he had to do before he leaves NBC, one of them was send a change of address form to that woman who breaks into my house.
I say.
Well, that's it. Margaret Ray dead. She knelt in front of a train, and I guess Dave doesn't have any more stalkers to worry about.
What a way to go. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it right.
Kneeling in front of a train.
Man. It's Opie and Anthony hanging. Hope you're enjoying the show today. If you are, please make us one of your presets as we continue to expand our listening audience.
Trying, yeah.
Trying slowly but surely.
I think we're working on it, doing a good job.
Yeah, tomorrow we're broadcasting live from the John Mellencamp in-store at Tower Records on Broadway and 66th Street. What is that, Clinton or Circle or whatever it's called over there?
What?
Lincoln. I had my president's Lincoln Square.
Clinton Square.
Rename it. Sorry about that. But John's going to be there. He's going to be performing live. We're going to broadcast it on WNEW, and we're going to do our whole show there. Actually, we'll be there from 5 on. We're going to go late tomorrow.
Yeah.
So please come on out and say hi. We want to finally meet some of the people that support us.
Yes.
So you can see what we're about, and we'll see what you guys are about.
Be interesting.
And got to thank the promotional staff for putting this whole thing together. It was not easy.
No.
They had to work night and day to get this whole shindig together, to get us out there broadcasting live, and to get John Mellencamp's permission to broadcast the whole thing on the air.
Well, that's the whole thing with us coming to NEW, is we want to get out a lot more.
Yeah.
We want to start doing things out there in the street and become part of the city.
Yes.
More so, like NEW used to be.
Yes.
In recent years, this place has just been a virtual, Exactly. Nothing going on outside of the building.
Yes.
So now we got, promotion staff, and we're supposed to be getting out, meeting the people.
World's largest Pop-Tart.
Meeting the Pop-Tarts.
World's largest Pop-Tart. World's largest Pop-Tart.
You're going to go into this? Are you bringing this up?
Well, our promotional staff wants me and Anthony to broadcast live from the world's largest Pop-Tart.
So you know what it is about our show? It is about Opie and Anthony.
The fact that we don't care.
Yeah, well, that's one thing.
Right.
But it's also the standard radio fare. The little radio things, the little gimmicky things,
right,
make us nauseous. like going to the giant Pop-Tart.
Come on, Anthony. It's the world's largest Pop-Tart. It's making a stop over in New York, and they want us to go there and check it out and broadcast from it.
Oh, if I am ever in my broadcasting career broadcasting besides a giant Pop-Tart, could you do me a favor? Could you take the highest powered rifle you could find and eliminate as much of my skull with it as you can, please?
But it's frosted.
All right, let's use a little theater of mind, and
okay.
let's show the people what it would be like if Opie and Anthony were broadcasting, as promotions would have it, from the giant Pop-Tart, the world's biggest Pop-Tart, Opie.
All right.
Well, we're here at the world's biggest Pop-Tart.
Yeah, this is great, man. Look at all the losers here with us.
We're going to stick around because we're going to be speaking to the baker who actually put together these biggest Pop-Tart, and he's going to tell us how many pounds of flour and fruit filling.
No, really, this is really cool. Check it out. Look how large it is. It's great. It's almost a whole city block. Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah. Now, Opie, I sure would hate to see the size of the toaster you would need to cook there. Hey, Ope, could you friggin' shoot me in the head? Opie, could you just put a ball-peen hammer through my skull?
What, Scott and Todd weren't available for their little Pop-Tart broadcast, so you come to us with this one? My God.
Look, we are ready, willing, and able to get out on the street.
Yes.
But please, no giant Pop-Tart. Could we steer clear of doing appearances with huge pastry?
This is our hell.
All right. It's all right.
John Mellencamp tomorrow, live broadcast. Very cool.
That's cool.
World's largest Pop-Tart blows.
Man, start building a database.
Yeah.
And that way you could cross-reference and see what we thought was cool and what we thought wasn't.
Right.
To do and be at and broadcast from. And then we probably won't be approached with these things anymore.
There you go.
Like the giant Pop-Tart.
So I think we've made our point. It's Opie and Anthony having a blast today. I hope you're having fun at home or wherever you are listening to the show today. A lot of people on their way to the stadium for the Yankee game.
Crankies.
What do you got over there? You seem a little...
I'm searching.
Oh, you're searching for what?
I'm waiting for my email to update my instant feedback.
Okay. We'll just wait.
Interesting. Well, the line's taking a while. I can't help it. Sorry. It's not like these things are, well, forget it.
All right, very good. Well, a lot of people wanted to play Piss Off in India because, the big game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, all the people that tried today were just not that good.
No, not vicious enough.
No, and I know a lot of people are on their way to the stadium, and I wanted to play the one from yesterday, I guess. This is the best we've gotten so far, but I know we could do much better.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to just play this here?
Yeah, we can do that.
And then maybe tomorrow, it'll give people an idea. And there you have it from yesterday. Tomorrow we'll try to do better, but there were some vicious lines in there.
Yeah, pretty brutal.
Actually, we lost a couple listeners because of that call, so.
Oops.
Anyway.
Hey, Churn Ball from Sayreville, New Jersey, sent in, check this out. This morning, Howard Stern on his show played the Al Roker wedding segment, then said, hey, we should do something in front of that window for K-Rock.
Yeah, a lot of people have been calling in about that today.
He's the one saying everyone's copying his show. O&A, you should do mornings. No thanks. No thanks.
Well,
I'm not into mornings.
No, I'm not into mornings either, but, a lot of people have called that, I guess he started talking about the big prank that those guys from Comedy Central pulled.
Yeah.
From the, what is the group again?
Upright Citizens Brigade.
Right, and we had them on the air Friday, and they explained exactly what it went on and the prank and stuff and how they pulled it off.
Mm-hmm.
And now, Howard's talking about it and trying to get those guys on the air and trying to figure out who did it. Well, we already know who did it. We had him on our show.
Just goes to show you.
Kind of ticks
a lot more people listen to him than us. I think that's what that proves.
Obviously, but we already went down that road.
I know.
And we got our prank that we're trying to do at the Today Show. So where did you get that idea from?
It's just frustrating sometimes,
well,
isn't it?
Well, our prank is still, up for grabs. First lady to show her boobs, live on the Today Show will win $1,000. The money sits here.
$1,000.
Every day to my left. There it is, under the glass. First lady to do it will come in here and take that money home with her. So
yeah. We come up with cold, hard cash.
Yeah, well, we have to bribe our listeners. So.
I know. Yeah, that is kind of frustrating, Because he's definitely got more listeners than we do.
Yeah, but
I think the CB radio's got more listeners than we right now.
But we did.
Can't even. How are you going to win that battle?
We're not going to win that battle, but it's just frustrating. We did the whole bit. We did a lot of legwork. We found out who did the prank on the Today Show. We had them in here. We did a whole interview. They said they did it, and now now he's going to get all the credit for it. Great, that's lovely. I'm pretty happy about it. Okay,
just really pleased.
No, this is good. I like it.
No, great.
Really, I make $22,000 a year, and you make $17 million. No, I'm fine with it. Really, that was all right. No, this is good. No, really.
You kill me.
And then we're accused of ripping him off. No, that's all right.
That's okay. I understand.
No, really. I could accept that. All right. Okay, great. Should we move on?
Yeah, might as well.
All right.
No winning that battle.
It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey.
And I got a little treat for the listeners that stuck us out right to the end today. Got some more VIP passes to see John Mellencamp at Tower Records tomorrow. Get a little meet and greet, and you'll be in the front row when he performs live for everybody.
Cool.
7th and 8th callers get the VIP passes. 212-757-1027. And don't forget, me and Anthony will be out there. I say me and Anthony all the time now after that instant feedback we got.
Oh, that it's Anthony and I.
No.
Or I would say Opie and I.
I don't like saying Anthony and I. I like saying me and Anthony.
No one talks like that.
Exactly.
Me and this guy, me and that guy. That's how people talk.
But we'll be broadcasting live from Tower Records tomorrow starting at 5 o'clock. And we'll put Mellencamp's performance on the radio for you. So
come on down.
It's at Lincoln Square, which is Broadway and 66th Street. Oh, look who's in the studio.
Look who's
hi, Earl. How are
coming
you?
to the studio. It's Earl.
Hello, guys.
Earl, you might have noticed earlier in our show, if you were listening a couple of hours ago, mysterious dead air.
Yeah, Earl, thanks for the 20 seconds of dead air. The listeners really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
I did nothing.
Well,
That's right, you did nothing. After you hit a button on the board, you did nothing to fix it and click it back. You're absolutely right.
I touched nothing on the board.
So me and Anthony, we're assuming that the listeners are hearing this great phone call that we recorded, and we find out that no one heard it, but they heard dead air.
Dead air.
Oh, really, Earl? Thanks. Appreciate that. That was great.
Heard your tires humming on the highway instead of the call that we're supposed to be on the air.
What, Earl? Did you have a tough 2-hour shift today? You can't concentrate anymore? What's going on with you?
What's the matter?
I'll take my beating like a man.
Is Scotso getting to you? You can't handle the 2 hours?
Scotso's fine.
Damn it, Earl. Damn you, Earl. Why didn't you push the button back down? Damn, Gary Wall's got my show down to 10 minutes a day. Can you handle that?
There's got to be a reward somewhere. There's got to be.
You know, what happened, though? Because there was a button on the board that wasn't hit, right?
No, what I did at 3 o'clock was I didn't press the remote selector.
The remote selector.
And you decided not to tell us, huh?
I did tell you at 3 o'clock. I said, I fixed it.
No, this space shuttle booster rocket doesn't need an extra O-ring. Come on. No, of course not.
Hey, Earl, now you work with Scott Muni, right?
Yes, sir.
I got to share something with you today. I was driving in yesterday, and I was freaking out because this guy was coming out of the garage the wrong way, and I'm beeping and cursing and like, what the...
Going up that one way?
Yeah, what the F is going on? This guy's coming up the one way. And just when I was really ready to let this guy have it, I found out it was Scott. Does he do this every afternoon?
What, the 56th Street side?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Oh, my Georgie. Roadhog. Get out of my way, you.
Could you explain why he goes...
Magoo, you've done it again.
Why does he go out of the garage the wrong way?
Believe it or not, it's a shortcut.
Oh, that's great.
It's a shortcut. It's one way.
That was great when I had to back up and 5 other cars behind me.
Out of my way.
Shortcut.
It's the Muni rules.
All right, very good. Okay,
Back when I was a kid, they were dirt roads. No one-ways.
You know he's going to kill you both.
I know.
I know. The sad
we're just waiting.
The sad part is we're real brave on the air, but when we see the Scotso in the hallway, hi, Mr. Muni, can I do anything for you, Mr. Muni?
So, Earl, you're going to remember that now tomorrow or the next day.
I don't know anything.
To push the right button.
And then we're getting...
I'm not touching anything tomorrow.
Then we're getting in trouble. There's dead air. All right. Cool. Thanks.
All right, thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
We got to get out of here. Matt Devote's up next. We'll be in the studio from 3 to 5 tomorrow, and then we'll be at Tower Records for the rest of our show tomorrow. So please come on out and support Mellencamp and us. That'd be really cool.
We're taking the WNEW helicopter from here over to the store tomorrow.
Are we?
At 5, yeah. With a chopper pad on the roof.
Cool.
Yeah. In other words, we're walking.
If you want to walk with us from this location to that would be great. We could do like an Al Sharpton march or something from...
We are marching from the WNEW studios to Tower Records. See John Mellencamp. Hallelujah. I will be collecting donations on the way.